Morning. Welcome to In a Real Life with me, your boy Jason, aka Doggies, and it is September September 20th, right? I was supposed to do a vlog yesterday, but rain and whole heap of something couldn't get to do that. But I am here this morning. You know what I mean? Alright, during the week I was planning on doing a vlog on education, in terms of education in our society. What does education do? Who education helps, in the long run, because even though some of us goes to school and get ourselves educated, it doesn't really help us. It helps our offsprings, and when we get educated, we can send our kids to school or whatever, educate our kids, and by extension our family line will get educated, and by extension other families will get educated, and by extension again the entire Jamaica. So it goes in a line, in succession. So when we get educated now, yes, we are in a better place and we are better than our foreparents, but it doesn't help us right now. It helps our offsprings. All right, so the education, I kind of put it back till next week or one day in the week. I want to speak on relationship, because this morning I got up and was going through my WhatsApp status, and I saw this post where this girl is saying that females, they want, what Jamaican would say, downtown and parade. They want all of these things. But have you sit and think, what if that man cannot give you what you want today? Or what if that man loses his job? Or what if that man in the line of duty loses a limb, or whatever it is that may happen? What can you do? What can you bring to the table? Can you hold down the fort? Can you pay the rent for 6 months, 4 months, 3 months, a year maybe? Can you send that man to a barber shop for the rest until he started to work, or whatever it is? Can you do that? So I want to talk about relationship. Now, I was in a very committed relationship a couple years ago. Very committed, live together, do everything together. And for something went wrong, and break off, and vindictive women are. So a man do something, she gotta do back something for hurt back the man, but at the end of the day, it never work that way there. But anyway, that relationship, leaving that relationship, it kinda taught me something. It taught me a lesson. And what I understand with us Jamaican men, we don't know ourselves when it comes to relationship. We don't know who we are. We grew up in a society where we see, by your reach maybe 18, 19, a man have a child, or when you reach you're in high school, you have a girlfriend, and this gallus mentality and whatever it is. But nothing is wrong with a gallus mentality, but do you understand yourself? Do you understand what you want? Do you understand your emotions? Do you know how you would react if that girl tells you that she's going to leave you? What I understand with not a lot of Jamaicans, also Jamaican men, when we love real, real hard, and we tend to put a lot in the female. We tend to depend on the female for emotional support, and what we would do as men, when it comes on to financial support, we are good with that. and taking up care of our families, we are okay with that. But emotionally, we tend to depend on the women to give us that. Yes, women are emotional beings or creatures, but don't we have emotions too? Don't we have feelings too? Don't we need to cry when we are hurt too? Don't we need to be sad? Don't we need to be happy? Don't we need to be comforted? You know what I mean? These things are what I think some of these young men or older men don't understand and don't know, because the society that we have grown up in is our foreparents are telling our females that basically men, we are, what you would call it, expendable. Yeah. um we don't really mean nothing. We are just here to provide for the family. You know what I mean? And I used that a couple years ago to prove that we men, even across the world, we don't really mean much to the society, even though we contribute so much. There was an outcry, I think a couple years ago, not long ago, where a lot of females were dying, and there was a big uproar about it. Not that I condone it, but there was an uproar over it, and I was saying, but hold on. From the day of from the beginning, men have been dying, and there's no uproar over that. Men have been dying over in the thousands. We have how many wars and how many men die, and um mass execution and all these things. You know what I mean? When you go to army, you have to sign over your life to the army for how many years before. You understand? So me not get that. Aren't we all human beings? Aren't we all bleeding blood? So just as how women are important, yes, to keep the race, the human race going, how can a woman impregnate herself? So obviously men are important too. And if you kill off all the men, what happens to the women? Our race die. So don't behave as if men are not important. We are important. We have feelings just like females. We need to be comforted just like females. We need to be loved just like females. We need to be reassured just like a female needs to be reassured. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of things with it. Bring something to the table, females. Bring something to the table. You know what I mean? And men also bring something to the table, because the tables have turned now where I see men sitting and waiting on women to provide for them. Where them get that from, me no know. As a man, I may sit down, me not even like when a woman come give me things. Me have to want to know where it for. Well, maybe it is innate in us in terms of we don't normally get nothing anyway. So when somebody gives something, it kind of seem abnormal. But at the end of the day, yeah, we need all of them something that we wanna get too. Alright, so going back on how I think why some of these relationship is not working is because we don't know what we want. We don't know ourselves. We don't know what we want. So when I was out of that relationship, I was single for a very, well, still single, coming up married. But anyway, I am not the case right here. But what I noticed that over a period of time, I get to understand myself. I get to understand the way how I think in terms of relationship, in terms of sexually. What do I want in terms of relationship, what in terms of sexually? And what I understand with the human being or the human race are men. And it relates to women too. If it is you want this type of person in your life, like our females, oh, I want a good man, I want a man where work, I want a man where this, I want a man where that. Yeah, but are you working? Are you a good woman? Can you wash, cook and clean? These are the things you ask yourself if this is the type of person you want. No, you can't dep on the roadside as a man, nah do nothing. See the woman them a pass in a them big vehicle and all these things and say to yourself, the boy is a girl like that me want, And then you might heal her and she look and she cut her hair off for you. No. First things first, she's not wrong to do that. Because you know what? She's going to tell herself that you are not in her league. And as a male, sitting on the sidewalk or sitting on the roadside, or about your hand middle, now have nothing to do, and sit down and see her pass in her car, and a star and a say, a she you want. You're really not in her league for you. This is what I mean. If you want a woman who drive a car, have a nice job, you need to go get a job and drive a nice car too. Because in some cases, it may happen 1 in 1,000,000 where a woman where drives to one little youth and like him and whatever. Yes, it can happen. But it is not the norm. You have to put yourself in that situation to garner that type of person. No, this is what an example of how to get a woman like that way a driver or whatever, a good job. No, you need to get a job. No, so lunchtime when she a walk for go get her lunch or maybe drive for get her lunch, you a walk or drive for go get your lunch too. And then you buck up she. And then you approach her. No, she a go say, well, him a go buy him lunch. So maybe me and him dep on the same caliber or whatever. And then you say hi, whatever. And you may say, which part you work? And she say she work at NCB Bank. And then you say, me work at tax office. Now in a fear mind, she say, oh, me and him dep on the same level. Then she exchange her name. You know, say me name this and me get lunch every day. And you might say, alright, here we go. Every lunchtime we can meet up and just have lunch and talk or whatever. See? That is how you get a girl in that caliber. Now, if you depend the lane or the main or wherever and a robot and niggle, who are the type of girl you're going to get? A girl within a lane or the main and a robot and me gonna play bingo and all these things are the same type of girl you're gonna get. And then when that is the girl who you get now and you fuck her and breed her, you're gonna say, how kind of that girl listen? But guess what? You don't put yourself in the position to get that type of girl. Now you're going at the dance and they dance every night. You gotta get a dancer girl. And then you tell yourself, say you don't want a girl in a dancer. But a day there. Say if you get a country, you get a country girl. If you get a town, you get a town girl. If you get a dancer, you get a dance girl. If you get in a gully, you get a gully girl. If you get a Gaza, you get a Gaza girl. Anyway you're there, anything what you discern, you must want it for yourself or be that type of person. Alright, so that is one part of it in terms of relationship. Now, as I mentioned, and you know, I'm going to touch upon this. I say I never want to touch upon it, but I'm going to touch upon the religious side of it. And I think it was about 2 to 3 years ago, I was one of the guests on a Christian program called Love Zone that airs on TVJ. One of these days I'm going to post that video on or that clipping. I'm trying to find the video, but I'm going to find the video and post it on this vlog. So the interview was about marriage before sex, and my my reply when the producer called me the day and said told me the topic, and I give her my honest opinion on the topic, she said, you are the person that I want. So she asked me about marriage before sex, and I said, well, Christianity and all these things, them would have say, nah, you have to married first and all these things. But I said, no, rubbish. Maybe the old people always say, don't buy pussy in a bag. And I think that relates right across the board. Right across the board. Because in the business sector, if you want to buy a house, they're going to put up a model house of what you're going to get, and you can view the house and how it's going to look before you purchase it, right? Or they're going to post a plan in the paper to see what it's going to look like. So they are not going to give you a home that you have never seen before. You don't know how it look, you don't know its shape, you don't know where it is, you don't know how it's situated. There's nothing. And another thing in the business sector, if you're going to buy anything, they put a replica on the shelf. If it is a phone, if it is a shoes, if it is utensils, if it is pot, whatever, it goes on the display. And when you go in these stores and you see what you want and you choose which one you want, they go around the back and bring it out. You don't get the display because this is to show what are you gonna get. Now, why is it different in a relationship? You have to show me where me I gonna get. Me not buy pussy in a bag. Big up to all like Christian them. Big up to all those who believe in marriage. But this is my opinion. And I know a lot of persons share my opinion. I am not going to buy something. I am not going to put a ring on a woman that I don't know. I have to know you. Me have to be around you. Me have to go in it and know say it a work. And likewise a female, because you can marry a man and he's impotent, he would dead. What you gonna do? So you have to know if it a work, if it have good mileage. Because if you not have good mileage, you get knocked. You stuck. You know depend on that, brother. So me have to know what me I get, brother. I don't know about you, but me have to know what me I get. Can't buy pussy in a bag. And to go on, there's the level of marriage in the Christian faith has increased, and the level of divorce in the Christian faith has increased. Why? This is my philosophy. This is why I think. This is what I think happened. Christians, young people, they are getting younger and younger. You know the generation is getting younger and younger. People are dying younger. People are striving younger. You have younger champions. You have younger footballers. Everything is younger. Is the more modern day now. Computer take over and all these things. So in the Christian faith is no different. In the church is no different. Pastor them get younger. Now, me 19-year-old, then at the church from me I was 7. See this girl, for example, I give a scenario, this girl named Rebecca, because you know everybody who in the church name them pick me for some Bible person. So she named Rebecca. And me named Daniel. And Daniel and Rebecca like off each other from them at 7. Them go high school and them end up in the same high school, and them a boyfriend and girlfriend from school, and them go the same church. No, remember that Daniel a him friend them and Rebecca a her friend them. Rebecca is going to have friends that are not Christians, and Daniel likewise. They are going to have friends who are having sex, and Daniel likewise. No, them in a church, and you don't know church, anybody come a church. So you gotta have them church friend them are Christian, and then them church friend them are no Christian, and then them church friend them are have sex, and the church friend them are not have sex. Now Daniel and Rebecca now teenager, maybe I got you take or you. Now them buck up in a one different kettle of fish again. This where the freaks them jump out, the threesomes and all these things go on in the universities, and them get tempted. No, it is natural for a Christian to be tempted. This is where temptation start. No, Daniel and Rebecca now they alone one night in the house, cause them mother and father gone a Bible service or crusade or wherever them want go. And them a watch a movie, and you don't know what start touch and kiss and all these things and turn on and boom, fuck go on. Fuck go on. So Daniel and Rebecca now fuck, not tell nobody, them end up married. It's two things can happen. Because them young people want to have sex so bad, they might have sex before them married. But them not tell nobody, you know, so you feel like them not have sex. But all them just lovey-dovey over the church and all these things, you don't know, say, them a fuck long time. These are things that I have seen and known and heard about, and have friends who do it. Now, them might wait all 10 more years after, you know, cause them a fuck. Them know each other. Them know them ins and them outs. And them married, and them have a happy marriage, have baby after them married and all these things. But guess what now? You have two other couple in the church who are friends with Daniel and Rebecca. Them named Joshua and Delilah. I don't know that name they come up, but anyway. Joshua and Delilah. Is it? Joshua and Delilah now always a look upon Rebecca and Daniel and say them want for them relationship like that. No, Joshua and Rebecca is the perfect couple. Them not do shit. Them not have no bad friend. Them just a roll with the Lord in prayer and I do what them supposed to do. See? Now Daniel and Rebecca married, but remember say Daniel and Rebecca are fuck and nobody no know. Just keep it to themselves. And them thing are going good. Now Joshua and Delilah now nah fuck. But you don't know. So when Daniel and Rebecca married, 2 months after them announcing in the church, so them a get married too. Because they want fuck. But them a say, ooh, me a follow the Bible. No sex before marriage. And then the woman a press on that pan the man too, you know, because the man go to want little crutches, you know. See? But the woman a say, no. Delilah, wait. And say, alright. And them go say, boom and go married now. So them go boom and go married now. And him go say, nothing now go on. We don't know what go on. Remember, you know, you cannot have sex long time and go in the church and just cut off sex now. But guess what now? When blood clot Delilah says she ready for cocky, Joshua have a little teely, a little pencil. That now go work for Delilah. Cause guess what now? Rebecca tell her, say, oh, my husband mashed me up last night. And little pencil can't do that. So guess what now? Delilah have to go out there and go get it. Poor little Joshua now brain mash up. See? Now work. Pussy in a bag can't work. I have to know where I get. I have to see where I get. I have to feel where I get. See me I say? So, you want to know. At the end of the day, this is what I want to bring across to my brother them and my sister them. See? You have to understand who you are. In terms of in a relationship, emotionally, sexually, you have to know who you are. as a person, what do you want? What you feel? Where your urges lie? You know what I mean? Is it that you're a freak or you're not a freak? You depend this or you not depend that, or you're halfway, or depend the borderline like Chibada. Whatever it is, virgin and sistering, you have to know who you are as a person, where your feelings lie as a person, and what do you want, and what do you want, and what do you have to offer to the next person. Because the relationship is not one side, it is two side. See? And you have to know what you do. And that is why so many persons get divorced and all of these things, and bad relationship, and 3 and 4 and 5 6 different baby mother and baby father, because them don't know themselves either. Them not give themselves time. If them get hurt one time, then not give themselves time to recuperate, to know themselves. You have some men out there and some women out there, they cannot be by themselves. As them left a woman, them have to get a next woman. As them left a man, them have to get a next man. Them can't do good by themselves. Them can't live by themselves without somebody else. And that you have to learn to do. You have to stay by yourself, understand yourself, and know what you want. And remember this, and this is key in a relationship. If you can't love yourself, you can't love nobody else. Remember again, I'm going to repeat it. If you can't love yourself, you cannot love somebody else. I'm going to leave you with a small little quote. A quote, I heard it yesterday, and it keep on ringing on my head. And I feel like more tell the world, you know what I mean? For who hear it, or when you share it and like it, you can tell. They can hear it from me, or you can tell somebody else. The value of life is not how long you live. I repeat, the value of life is not how long you live, but is what you do with the time that you get on earth. No, the value of life is not how long you live, but is what you do with the time you have on earth. That me I can leave on it. Now, people, in a real life, that a go on. You see me I say? So people, look on the link down underneath the video. Like, share, subscribe, like and share. You know what I mean? Next week, between Thursday night and Friday morning, I'll post another video. And it's me, JG, aka Dog, you know, in a real life. Big up everybody, big up on yourself. One love.